Hello and welcome to episode 85 of the Made in the Own podcast. My name is Veera and today's Sunday and it's the 2nd of September and it's sunny and it's Sunday. So, you get me in my could basically be a pyjamas, worn out t-shirt and yeah, we're amongst friends. It's okay. Anyway, yeah. Can you tell that I obsessed a bit about remembering what episode number it is this week? Because I was so clueless last week. Yeah. I actually had everything set up and then had to cross my setup, trying not to disturb anything because I think I have the angle about right on the camera and the tripod and everything, and was feeling the setting and had to cross that to go to the computer and check, because sometimes I just get things in my head and I have to do them. Anyway, it is episode 85. As I said, it is September. Last week I told you that my only sewing goal was to cut out the pattern pieces for trace and cut out the pattern pieces for the Agate pencil dress by Named Clothing, which I partially did. I say partially because I ran out of tracing paper. The bit of paper I have left isn't long enough for the dress bits, which isn't saying a lot because it is a dress. It consists of front, back, side panels, and they're all cut in one continuous length. And the thing is, I might shorten it because it's supposed to hit mid-leg and I'm more comfortable around the knee area. But before I make the decision to shorten it, I want the full pattern piece to just try and figure out where it'll hit. And also because you can always cut off length, you can't really add length. You get a line. So I need to go and pick up tracing paper. Tomorrow's Monday, obviously, since this is lazy Sunday. But I'm going on a course in Odense tomorrow, which means I won't be back until sometime tomorrow evening, early evening. So everything will be closed. I'll do it. I'll just pick it up Tuesday after work. So, didn't complete that sewing goal, which, can you really call it a sewing goal? Yeah, it's my podcast, I'll do what I want. I did have another goal involving needles. I put it up here. My little fat bird isn't done, as you can tell. He has most of his wing done. The holes here is because I need to do a darker, actually the same color as the beak, and he still needs a bit of this color down here, but it's actually easier when I put in the darker color to just fill in what will be the blanks. And of course he needs his little feet because he is sitting on the ground. I've more or less decided. Originally I bought this because Charlotte, this lady, bought the musvit and made it into a bag. I thought that looked so cool. I don't even use the bags I own. But what I was thinking, because I have this and I have the Musvit, and this is by Pelse Asboe, who owns Broderi Moderne, and she has all her kits made up by Fru Sibbe. Yeah. Let's just enjoy the Danglish while we can. Anyway, I have this kit, I have the Musvit, and I have, well, I did have, but I intend to buy the Blackbird one. And so I figured, well, I'm not going to do 3 bags. That would just be insane. So instead, I'm going to put this and the 2 others when I eventually finish anything, because hello. I'm going to put them on a throw pillow. Well, 3 throw pillows to put on my sofa over here. Because I don't have any pillows in it. I'm not really a pillowy person. But I think this will look really, really cute on a pillow in my sofa. Especially spaced out the 3 pillows along the sofa. So yeah, that's my new and revised plan. Seeing as I have to make all 3 of them, I don't really know about the plan can change. But yeah, he's almost done. I love his little fat body. He's just cute. And for some reason, I'm actually looking forward to the tediousness of filling in these triangles here for the background, because it'll be easy to just read what I'm doing. And it'll just be going back and forth. I know. I hate stockinette. I'm looking forward to the tediousness of this. Sometimes I just don't make sense to myself either. Anyway, let's get into the knitting. I have a finished object. Now it hasn't been washed, so it still has the line and it hasn't softened up like the first one. So this is the first one. These are the Slip Slide Splash socks by Megan Williams, also known as Just Read It off the Stockinette Zombies podcast, and this is the second one. It has been finished for most of the week, well, quite a bit of the week. And as you can see, it really needs a wash, so it'll end up blocked, so it'll end up looking like this one over here. But they're done, I'm happy, and they fit. This is the 72 stitch sock pattern. The yellow is Bike Bell, which was is an exclusive hedgehog fiber colorway for Stephen and Penelope, the yarn shop in Amsterdam. The stripy, variegated really, is by Mothy and the Squid. It's the Elephant Hawk Moth. And I don't know if she's changed it again, but at the time she sold the yarn in regular skeins, you know. They fit around my Swift and those no problem. I know that at some point, and that might just be the self-striping, I'm not really clued up on this because it's been a long time since I bought this yarn. But I know that Lindsay bought some of her self-striping, I think, sock yarn after I had purchased mine. And hers came in something that was much wider than a regular skein, so it didn't fit on hers, Swift. And the argument was that you could always pay £1 extra to have it wound or something. Just so you're aware that there might be something. And it, after the whole thing, she did put on her website listings. I have to say apparently, because this is all information I got quite a while ago from Karen, who is Linse. All of this to say, I haven't rebought any of the yarn. I think it's lovely. I made socks out of it. It seems durable. It wasn't the whole was it not skein correctly thing that put me off. I just never considered rebuying anything. So, but if you are thinking about buying something, know the facts. Read the listing carefully. But yeah, 1FO. Yay. And I think it goes for both of these yarns that in wash they really soften up. I should also say that I think this is the old hedgehog. Because it's been a while since I was in Amsterdam. It's probably been 4 years, 3 or 4 years. I think that's about right. 4 years. I think I might have gone in 2014. Let's see, 2012 was Monaco and Florence. 13 was Singapore. I went in 14 or 15. Around that time she changed her base, so you got more yardage. So, and I don't know how that affected the colour. Putting out all the facts, or hearsay, or what I remember for 2014, 13, 15. Do you really remember what you did in 14 or 15? If you do, kudos to you. The other thing I've been working on, and yes, I am bending down, is my Fleur top, which is by something Illebekk Hansen. Something with a T, I think. Her designs are on Ravelry. I made a project page, I'm pretty sure, and if I made a project page, I definitely linked to the pattern. So this is, it's more Bordeaux than is showing up here. So, this is the Fleur top, and I have a marker somewhere. There we go. I have a little pig over here showing where I was last time, and as you can see I was almost ready to change the yarn. So this up here is super soft. I think it's by Mayans Hvidt. So that tells you, anyone who remembers her, how old it is. And it's held double. In the pattern it's held double with a fingering and a mohair. But mohair, ugh. Yeah. I grew up in the 80s. I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to mohair. The colour I've introduced is this, and it's got its little tag hidden inside. I like to do this when I wind yarn, especially if I'm not sure what it is. And so I can tell you that this is Calligraphy by Madeline Tosh. And it's the Tosh Merino Light. And I'm working with this as a single. Let me just, where are we? So professional. I'm working this as a single, and it's a very basic, well, I said basic, it's probably a 24 row pattern, but within it it's 2 repeats and then 2 repeats of something different. So it's very easy to memorize. I more or less have it down. I still keep the chart handy, just because I can. And yeah, this really needs a wash to soften up. Not least because it still has the spinning oils in it, so still feels a bit stiff. I'm knitting this on a 4mm needle, which is, I don't know, something US, size 6 US. So it feels like it will be slightly open, the lace, but I don't know. I mean, if it's going to show anything, it's going to show my belly, because let's go down past my boobs. But yeah, I think it'll be cute. I really like the concept. And this is a mashup between 2 of the designer's patterns. One is just a plain, well, I said just, but it's a plain top with 1 strand of fingering weight wool and 1 strand of mohair, and the other is a lace top. Well, I don't think it's lace all over, I just think it's a lace panel, maybe. Maybe it is lace all over. Anyway, it's a mashup between those 2 patterns. So really, you could just, if you have this pattern, you could just go simple top all over, and just not change down here. Or you could do it the opposite and just have lace all over. Your choice, really. And yeah, it's not really, I mean, it is probably a good early fall project, because it does keep you warm, but there's a bit of, I want to say ventilation. I don't mean ventilation, but you know what I mean. So yeah. And one last thing that I've been working on. Let's just move the little piggy while I remember, because otherwise I'll be knitting away, well, not away, but slowly working on it and forget where I was. So this little piggy is having a moving day. Let's see here. Now, you know me, I can't just work on one project, and this is actually a secret gift that only the partner of the recipient knows about, and she doesn't know the details. She just knows something is happening. And what is happening is this blue yoke. This is for a very good friend of mine who I've known for years and years. And we can really geek out together and have fun. And she and I both really love Harry Potter. I mean, how can you not? And I mentioned something about knitting a Weasley jumper for myself. wasn't really sure. I wanted to do it, but it seemed like such a cool thing to do. Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to agree that it's cool. I know I'm not cool. And we talked back and forth, and she was like she always wanted a Weasley jumper, but she tends to run hot, so she's not really a jumper type person. So she wasn't really sure about this whole jumper thing. And there's been things happening, and her partner, I've knit something for her partner, but I've never knit her anything. I was like, well, she's been having a tough time. She's a really good friend of mine who got me through some tough times. So let's make her her own Weasley jumper. Now this pattern is Good Old Friend by Veera Välimäki. It's a men's pattern because my friend, her body type really lends itself well to menswear. And so she often buys H&M menswear, jumpers and so on. I chose, because I know she tends to run hot and not really like wearing big woolly things. And the only reason this skein or ball is so small, is so small, is because there was a knot in the yarn. So I started with the smaller one first. But as I said, this is the Good Old Friend menswear pattern by Veera Välimäki, which has saddle shoulders, and yeah, it's curling up quite a bit. So, and it has shaping, short row shaping for the back of the neck. In the pattern, the front is actually reverse stockinette, but a Weasley jumper is not reverse stockinette in the front. So I'm just doing it plain. I am knitting the entire jumper plain and then duplicate stitching the letter on afterwards. 2 reasons. Although I can do intarsia around, which is basically short row shaping, well, not short row shaping, but knitting short rows, and there's a really, really good pattern that I really want to knit. Maybe that should be next one after Fleur. The iron wrought gate, iron gate. I knit the hat that comes with it last year, maybe. It's a 2-color jumper with a lace panel, and you do the intarsia for the lace panel. Really, it explains it so well, in my opinion, and it looks really good. So yeah. Anyway, this, because I knew a woolly jumper wouldn't be for her. This is the Bollmeise Merino DK Blue Curacao. It's the blue spirit thing. And it's just such a gorgeous blue, and I'll know it'll be so up her alley. And she's a Ravenclaw, so that's why I chose the blue. And the letter will be in this bronzy golden colour. But yeah, super secret, but so plain that I can actually show you, because the recipient, I doubt she watches, and even if she does, she won't be able to tell. Best kind of secret knitting. So, that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. Knit plans. Well, obviously knit some on this. because I will have more than 3 hours on the train tomorrow with 2 of my colleagues, so it's not going to be torture. Oh, it's with 2 of my colleagues, so it might be torture. I'm kidding, we get along really well. But I am thinking of bringing some knitting. And although I did think about bringing this, or yeah, I am going to be doing some baby knitting for baby stuff. And to ease myself into that, I need to make a, well, not a baby, but a 2-3-year-old sized top first. And it does have some yoke interest, but after that's just an A shape. So I'm thinking I might try and start that and just get into the A shapey part of it, so I can just work on something smallish on the train, because this isn't the only work course I'm going on. This is actually only day 1 of 8. Unfortunately enough that twice it'll be on consecutive days, so I can actually go and stay with my dad from Monday to Tuesday. I think it's a Monday, Tuesday both times. And only have to go on the train for half an hour Tuesday morning. And actually I just forgot how brilliant it is. I'll be home, well, at my dad's, half an hour or so after the course finishes. And it'll only take me half an hour to get there the following morning. While the rest are on the train back for 1 hour and 40 minutes. I shouldn't be excited about that. I'm sorry. It's just, yeah. When you know what the alternative is. So I'm thinking this will be a good time to actually start the baby knitting, because that's a lot of long train journeys, which the way back I will definitely not have enough brain power for anything other than stockinette, and maybe an increase or 2. So, yeah. And sewing, I really need to pick up the tracing paper, and yeah, actually cut out the pattern pieces. Actually, I should check first that I actually did wash the fabric, so I can get that done as soon as possible. Anyway, where did I put the remote? Oh, over here. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.